Okay, so let's see how you did on your practice exam here. I'm looking at your outline right now. And I see that it's quite well done. We can make a few comments about how we did here. Let's see here. Okay, so the introduction, eating disorders, emotional problem. Okay, so you've broken down the problem quite nicely. Now, one thing that I'm always concerned about is when you have the aim, you need to talk about why disorders in Oman. So you've put disorders in Oman, so that's good. But why are they doing this? They've never done this before. That sort of thing. So I think you need a link between the definition of eating disorders and why in Oman. So that's one thing that I'm going to be looking for when I read. Okay, but you have the aim here. Good. The method. Okay, you have the who, what, where. Excellent. So the time, the location, good. What is analyzed, okay. The two tests that are used, excellent, okay. Okay, the results. Remember that when you do this point form, this is not exactly that 10% of females are anorexic, or that 5.1% of males are anorexic. It's that they have tendencies. So I'm hoping that you explain that in your writing. But let's just see. But you have the correct numbers. That's excellent, okay? Discussion. Okay, again, disorders. Okay, good. More towards bulimia. Excellent. Okay, so very good job. Okay, so I would say this is full marks for your outline. That's compliance, and so you get 4 marks for that. And that includes also your word count for your writing. It is borderline. I'm not going to count it right now, but it does look like to me that you're very close to 200 words, but let's just not worry about that for now, but make sure that your word count is around 200 words. So let's see here. Eating disorders is a syndrome including anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and compulsive overeating, and it is more common in the developed world. Okay, good. That is a summary of the problem. Excellent. You have the title here as well. Good. The knowledge about eating disorders is limited among Omani people. Good. So this preliminary study attempts to assess the presence of body perception and eating disorder pathology among healthy Omani people. Good. The study sample comprised of 39 males. Good. Their ages, excellent. And so females aged. Okay, so there's a grammar mistake here. So females aged from 17. Okay, so I'm not sure what you mean there. There's a connection here, but you have the correct number. But you don't need brackets. When you have a sentence, remember, aged, yeah, you have to finish that, yeah? You're leaving, if it's in brackets, we can avoid those words, so you don't need brackets here. From Sultan Qaboos University, okay? You don't need to use a short form here if you don't use SQU again. Okay, just a reminder, right? And I don't think you do, actually. So there's no reason to put the short form here. Students in 1999 for 1 month study were given questionnaires. Students were given questionnaires including 2 tests, which were eating aptitude disorder and bulimic investigation test. Good. It was found that the scores of anorexic were 10% and 5% and 7%. Female, male, and overall, respectively. Okay, that's a little confusing, but okay, I got it. While the scores of bulimic were female. Okay, again, you're using brackets incorrectly here, yeah? It's really hard to read this. Male, 18%. Overall score was 10%. Sex differences in subclinical cases of eating disorders were observed for the first time. Okay, good. Bulimia while females tended. Additionally, results showed that the prevalence of unhealthy eating orders and patterns in Oman. It is therefore recommended. Excellent. Okay. Awesome. Really good. Some small grammar mistakes, so you would lose some on the language. I haven't looked at the paraphrasing, but I will look at that during the exam. There's some, not copying, but maybe the paraphrasing is a little bit close. But other than that, excellent. So this is an A paper, I would say. You probably you have all the information for sure, so the content would be full marks of 8 marks, and then the language and paraphrasing, you might score a little bit lower on those, just because there was a few grammar mistakes and a few paraphrasing questions I'd have to look at it closer to see that, but for sure an A paper. Isra, excellent job, very good student, good job.